given your place on Wall Street and in the investment community and where Loop stands within that. Your firm has been cited as the #1 banking firm for diversity, the #1 firm for minorities. I'm wondering if you can talk about that commitment that you've made, and then we can get into the broader issues that exist.
Well, Scott, you know, to me, I've marveled at it. I started trading bonds on Wall Street in 1982 for First Chicago. I went on to be a bond salesman in '83 for Smith Barney, which is now Citibank. Then I went to PaineWebber to run their Midwest Muni Group, which is UBS. And I ran the Midwest for Merrill Lynch. And all those times, I was the only African-American doing that function at all those firms on the trading desk. It was always a struggle for Wall Street to hire African Americans, and I never figured out why. I just never knew why. One of the things that I do know is that there is a phenomenal disconnect between what a CEO, you name the CEO of Goldman, of Morgan Stanley, of BAMO, of JP Morgan says, and what the people do down on the desk. I run a firm of 200 people, and I can run it, and I can make sure that the CFO I hire, the HR person I hire. So Loop Capital, Courtney, as you know, is my president. She's African-American. My general counsel is African-American. My CFO is African-American. My head of HR is African-American. I have a China desk that's full of Asian Americans. I literally, folks have come into Loop and they say, Jim, it's like you've got a United Nations here. You've been in my shop. I have found it so amazingly easy to recruit minority candidates, African-American women, and promote them very easily because I focus on talent. And the talent really comes through. So Loop has had a relatively easy time with it. Plus, I'm African-American, and I travel in those circles. And one of the things I wanted to talk about was, you know, a little bit about how I think that Wall Street is missing it. Because I'll tell you something, and I talked to my friends about it, and you've had a bunch of my friends on. You had Chris Williams, Ray McGuire, and Chris Gardner, you know, who's my neighbor and one of my best buds, who's, you know, in this happiness thing right now. Mm-hmm. But we talk a lot about the fact that we think collectively, there were more African Americans on Wall Street in the 1980s when we all came in than there are today.